Welcome back to iHeartRadio So Bad It's Good. Today this is an old friend of a show. I feel personally close with this person. I have been missing this person this season. With this show, they always say summer should be fun. And the last couple of episodes, I got to say it's summer should be sad until this man walked back into the summer house. This guy is a bright ray of shining light. I was watching this episode that he's in, and I swear to God, he came in and everybody in the house was smiling, laughing. I was smiling and laughing. And, you could say he's a model and all that crap, but I think this dude is so much more than that. I was actually just on his clothing company, which we're going to talk about, his tequila, which we're going to talk about, and also his return to the summer house and what the heck he's doing in his life other than the summer house. Andrea Denver, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much, Ryan. It's such a pleasure to be back here. We had so much fun last year. And thank you so much for all the compliments, because you said some really nice stuff about me and, about my personality, and more than just looks. And, it means a lot. So thank you so much for your words.
I was praying that you were going to look horrible when you came on again. And I was praying that you would gain 50 pounds. I was praying all this. And listen, we just got to accept you're a good looking guy. But the thing is, I think that the thing that I've kind of pinpointed with you, though, is that it really is so much more than that. It's like you bring this energy to, like, I even bumped into you at BravoCon and you were smiling, laughing. Everybody was smiling and laughing with you. Have you always been that type of person that has this great energy, or do you go through depression? Like, you just seem like
no. I mean, the only down moment that I probably had was like by the end of last summer, actually, if I got to be honest with you. Other than that, I'm like that with everyone. I'm always being the goof of the group, like, even with my friends. And people don't expect that. So a lot of people just focus on the appearance. They think, oh, like this big guy, like, it's kind of like douchebag sometimes. I got that before just for the appearance. But then, I'm like super open. Like, I just love to have fun, do a lot of pranks. Actually, growing up, I used to do way more pranks. Like, I would do like a lot of fun stuff. So I just love meeting people, getting to know people. So I usually feel pretty comfortable with whoever I'm around with, and trying to have the best time.
Well, I think the fallacy in reality television, especially, is that all we want is drama. All we want is fighting. And I really push back against that, because that's fun and all. But what I do really enjoy, too, is people having a good time and watching a party happen and getting people excited,
I totally agree with you. I feel like there is this stigma about like reality TV about just being drama, which, is one of my favorite words to say. But at the same time, I feel like there is so much going on, like also much more fun. Even when we filming compared to when you watch it, is way more fun. Of course, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Right now, it's been really dark. It's probably kind of a dark summer overall, but at the same time, you want to see that. And that's what I always try to do, even difficulties in life. I always try to have a smile, always try to look forward. Even if it's like a downfall, you always look forward for the positive, bright light that there is on the end of a tunnel.
It really comes off like that completely. And I'll talk about Summer House more in a second, but you would talk last season on Summer House about missing your family and all of that stuff. And you finally got to do that family reunion. Isn't that correct? What was that like the first time?
I mean, it was amazing. It's funny because it happened all really fast. They reopened the borders. My parents flew in right away. So I saw them during Thanksgiving of last year, and they came right away. And then at the same time, the same week, Lexi come back into my life out of the blue. After not speaking to me for months and months, she came back. So I was like in a really weird spot. And in the matter of like a couple of weeks, I organized a trip straight to Italy to spend Christmas with my parents.
Wait, within a couple of weeks, you already brought Lexi? You were like,
yes,
let's go do the family trip?
Yes, there was something about her. That's why all like that moment for me, like realizing, okay, what did I do? Why did I let this person leave me and, like step away from my life? This person was great for me. So when I got back with her, when she gave me the chance to explain myself and, she decided to break up with me in first place. It's just like things weren't clicking because I was like, there was a lot going on in my head.
Yeah.
When she gave me the chance to explain myself and understand, I was like, okay, I don't want to say let's move fast, but I'm going to Italy. I would love you to come with me. Because also my parents were totally fine with it, because they know how much I was struggling all these months that I didn't talk to her.
Yeah.
So when she came back, they wanted to meet her right away.
Are we allowed to say, are you still with Lexi?
Of course, yeah.
All
I'm still with
right.
her. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Well, wait,
yeah.
did they try to get you to bring Lexi to the summer house? And would you ever bring Lexi to the summer house? Because that sometimes is bad. That could be bad juju for a relationship, bringing somebody into the summer house.
You're right. You're totally right. I can see that. She's gonna be. You're gonna see her later on in the season.
Okay, we got an answer. Andrea will be back later in the season. That's so, because listen, dude, this is what I need. Listen, it is a dark season on Summer House. Are you watching so far? Have you been?
I didn't be watching full episode, but I've been watching a lot of it, so I know what's going on.
Dude, it's dark.
And,
It's
I know
people are fighting,
and I think it's gonna get dark because I've seen this in prior interviews and stuff. When I came back, I felt more darkness. And as you said, I always walk in with the libraries. I still did when I came back, but I felt a little bit more into my own dimension. No, into my own dimension, because I didn't know what was going on. So I didn't know what kind of conversation I could approach. It was an awkward moment for me. I felt a lot of darkness.
So
which makes me really sad, because I care about all these people. They are my friends and I'm cool with everyone. I get along with all of them, and knowing that there is beef between them, it puts me in such a tough situation, and it's tough.
Last season, you had this great example of, like, Maya was new to the house and she had that conversation where she was like, I'm not feeling completely welcomed. And then ever since that moment, you especially had made such an effort, and I mean, a natural effort, but I love seeing that huge hug. You picked her up, and when you saw her, I was like, it was so great.
I see Maya also, like, in the private life and stuff. I love Maya. She is a great person, and I think our relationship grew up a lot. I think also we spoke about it at the reunion last year, and I'm really happy because I was the first person to feel guilty that she felt unwelcome at first, because that wasn't the last of my intention. So I'm happy that we worked that on, and we became closer, and we're friends. And I introduced her to my friends. She introduced me to her friends. So I'm really happy about the relationship that I have with Maya.
What is your normal day like in New York right now? Like, and what I mean, like, so you chose not to film Summer House for you're in a happy relationship that's probably not gonna go over well.
I was really busy as well, because like I was working on my 2 brands, and I was like going to launch Son of Wind, and I had to be in Italy. That's why last summer I was.
So wait, Son of Wind is the clothing company, correct? Son of Wind.
The clothing, yes,
okay.
It is the clothing company, and it's all made in Italy. So it's just 2 of us, like, it's just me and my business partner, Alberto, which we've been friends for 23 years, almost. And so a lifetime. And I had to be there. So we were following the production. We actually had some issues with production. So we wanted to deliver the best quality product that we could in terms of, like, textile and everything. So I had to be there, but I was still happy that I was able to visit the summer house. And so my life is every morning I deal with that because of the time difference in New York. I got to wake up early, jump on a call with him, make sure that everything is all right. We're launching summer collection next week. So yesterday from far, I organized the photo shoot for the e-commerce, because he's more into the production, and you're more into the design. Yeah, image, everything. He does like most of the design. We do the design together, but he takes care of like all that stuff, like, because he's on field. So we touch base every day about it. But like in terms of like press, organizing stuff, like PR, like we have the stuff here in the United States in showrooms. I take care of all the communication, which is also what I studied at the university. So. I went on Son of Wind, the website, and it's beautiful. And this clothing you got, I mean, like, guys listening, you should check it out. But girls, that for their dudes, this is like beautiful. I mean, like, I was like, damn, the outerwear on that stuff was like, I was clicking through everything. And it was like, this is like really awesome stuff. No, like, I mean, it's not a joke. We've been really happy, and the feedback has been great. Basketball player and loving it. We had, I don't even know how many players wearing it, buying the brands too. And, do you have any Denver Nuggets? Any Denver Nuggets players? Yes, Pope. Caldwell Pope, which is playing a great season so far. I'm really happy for him. And when he wore it, I was so happy as well, because And it's funny because sadly he got injured that game. Then went back. So he went back to the locker room and he put his Son of Wind gear. So he had the camera all the time, like looking at the.
And
bench.
When he put it on, did it immediately heal his injury? I hear this is healing clothing that will heal.
He was playing the game after, so probably yes.
And then what's the other? If you have a tequila company or a tequila brand, what is the tequila?
Yeah, I've been working on that even from longer than Son of Wind, because there's been a lot of research, a lot of trips, like with Frank, which actually is known as the Milkman, and he was at the Bravo Clubhouse before. He was a guest with Andy, so he has his ties with Bravo as well. And with Frank, we've been working on that a lot, because also on that we wanted to deliver a really good quality product. Is made 100% of blue vapor agave. It's all from Mexico. It's really smooth, so you're never gonna do a weird face when you drink it. It like goes down like really good. Also, if you get it like on the rocks, it's like perfect. It's not. I wouldn't say it's for shots. It's more for enjoying. It's like something elegant, Even the.
What? By the way, that's how I think of. That's how you are, Andrea. You're meant to be enjoyed. You're not meant to just. You're not a quick. Kyle, I think, is a quick shot. Kyle, you need to but you are a person to you enjoy.
I mean, I think that is a compliment as well. I mean,
it is. Yes,
I appreciate that. Let's say that in all this business that I'm doing, I'm trying to put a lot of research. I'm trying to focus more on the quality than the quantity, which, listen, nothing against the quantity. It's just choices that you make when you start like a business. And for me, it's about the detail and trying to research the best and keep improving it, because of course there's always room for improvement. But at the same time, you try to focus on what you deliver to the public, because you want the public to be satisfied.
Yeah,
and especially if they're spending,
yes,
of course, and if they're spending their money, it's the same exactly long term. Even with the clothing, I rather do like something that you keep for years more than fast fashion. People prefer fast fashion. I prefer something long term that it doesn't get ruined. You wash it, you keep it. It's like a piece, lifetime piece.
Okay. Back to the summer house. We saw you crying at the Italian dinner last season. This time you brought an Italian dinner in, and Carl helped you prepare. You sit down and by the way, you guys, this is a really hysterical scene, because it's not sad and troublesome where it, ends with like glass being thrown, but you guys talk sexy time, and you listen, you are dirty. You are a dirty person. And by the way, everybody, Gabby loved it. Gabby was like gagged.
I mean, I love, because Carl, a few times, even last year with the bondage party, he came to me and said, bro, I was so scared to do this. Because sometimes, you got to do some topics with me that can be awkward, because I like to talk about sex and other stuff. But then people enjoy it. And they
they love it. They loved it.
Yes. I love that. I love that they open up. I love that they embrace the conversation that we have. So it was a good dinner.
That to me is what I think Summer House, like I always call it, like when Summer House is firing on all cylinders. Like, the fighting is like whatever, but that's what I'm saying. It's like a great moment where everybody came together and was laughing with each other. And I think those are the moments, like if we could have more moments like that,
I agree.
It's going to make these other moments like, but at the end though, you guys, there's this really intense fight, which is another board, like a game that they're playing called Stir the Pot. Where did you run off and hide? I was trying to find you. Did you run outside? Like, where were you?
No, I actually stayed on the couch, but then, I think Amanda went in her bedroom. The other people went upstairs. I stayed down, I think, with Carl and another couple people, because, Kyle was like drunk in that moment. So it was like going on fire. And you hear people screaming, crying. It was a really tough moment. And it was so late at night, it was so late at night. We thought the night was ending right. Like we thought, I thought
everybody was happy.
Yes. I thought it was like going really smooth. And that bomb at the end of the night, a big turmoil. And, it's what it is. Just crazy that last question came like that, because everything was like fun and chilled before. And
I was like, oh no. And I thought it was like a fun game. So I didn't realize Amanda was going to take it that personally. And then it kind of blew up into this whole other thing.
Yeah, me neither. But I guess, emotion sometimes takes the best of us. So I think that's what happened. And it was a big fight.
So how you said you speak, you see Maya in your real life. How many other cast members do you see in your real life? And the other thing is, Paige wasn't there
She wasn't
episode.
there that week. Yeah, she wasn't.
Well, she had a family thing, but I think she was scared to be around you because she still feels the passion and she can't, because she's with Craig and she's scared to do that because she can't trust herself.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm telling you, it's true.
No, I mean, let's say that I'm really close to everyone. I love. I mean, I talk to Car and Luke all the time, even if Luke is not on. But we
I miss really Luke. That's another dude I miss. I miss Luke so much.
Yeah, we talk all the time. I talk to Lindsay, and I love Kyle as well because I like getting like a text out of the blue from Kyle and checking on me. We check on each other. So I love Kyle. I love everyone, and Sierra, of course. And I got really close also to the newbies, which, by the way, are great people.
I was going to ask what you thought of Sam, Gabby, and Chris. Did you like all of them?
I when I got there the first weekend, I was like, damn it! I wish I was here like more often because they are a lot of fun. We clicked right away, and I know that if I was there all over the summer, we would have clicked nonstop. Chris, great dude. And Gabby and Sam are just like hilarious. I love them. Great energy, fun. It's like I kind of wish they were there the summer before almost because they're like crazy. They're different than me, but at the same time, they have their genuine craziness, good vibes. So, I'm not following the details of other stuff that's going on with them, but the energy that they bring when I'm around them, I'm so happy to spend time with them.
Would you ever, I was thinking about this in terms of Bravo, would you ever consider doing a traveling show to Italy for Bravo? Because I would love to see,
absolutely.
I would love to see your Italy through your kind of like travel guide. I'm like, man, wouldn't it be great to do an overseas Bravo trip or something like that?
I even think a summer house, not spin-off, but like a different summer would have been, because I'm telling you, first of all, from the scenic side, we would have got so many beautiful places, but I think everybody would enjoy. I think if they would come to Italy, we would have such a surprising, beautiful summer, and it would be about visit place, but also a lot of fun because I think Italy for fun is really underrated. We know how to have a good time.
Underrated, dude. I went to Italy. It was the best time of my life. What are you talking? I think everybody loves Italy.
Of course. No, I'm not saying Italy as a country. I think Italy as a country is amazing. I'm talking about the fun in terms of also party, gathering with friends. I think is really underrated because we know how to have fun, and especially after experiencing the Hamptons for full time, in the summer. Let me tell you, I have more fun when I'm back in Italy in the summer than the Hamptons. When you go out, it's a
summer house Italy. A summer house Italy would be so on point. It would be amazing.
I think it would be great, and also people will enjoy watching it. And I would be in my own dimension, so I can be.
Bravo! I'll pay extra for that. I'll pay extra. I'll give you $30 more a month. Bravo.
DM them.
Yeah. As we start winding down here a little bit, what did you do for Lexi for Valentine's Day? What did you do? Please say you did something good.
Oh, of course. And it's funny because it was also her birthday a few days after. So, I got a lot of gifts, cakes and stuff. Valentine's was romantic. We were traveling, so I couldn't do the flowers as I usually do because we were literally leaving the day after. But we went to dinner. The only sad part that we are big into Mexican restaurant. I'm not gonna make any names. I got the reservation in this really high-end Mexican restaurant, beautiful place here in New York. I was so excited for her to try because I tried before. And we always have our go-to-go spot, but I wanted to I'm taking you to this place. She got sick. Her dish was bad. So I was oh my gosh. And she got sick. Yes. Oh, no. my dish was okay, but her dish was so it was a good Valentine's, really romantic. We spent great quality time, but the nighttime she got sick. So it was a trouble night, let's say, because fortunately the food wasn't as good as I thought. So, and we always said, we're not going to go back. It's okay, babe, we're never going to go back.
Tough question. are we getting to engagement territory? Are we getting to, like, I mean, how do you, like, when do you know that it's right? I mean, it seems like you already went through heck to even get her back. When do you decide if now's the right time? Are you thinking that way at all?
No, listen, Ryan, that was the old situation. Like, when I realized that I let this person slipping away from my life, even if it was a choice, I was like, what did I do? Because I thought I could rebound. I could cope with it my own way. You know, I've been in a lot of relationship. You know, I used to have my good old days as a playboy in New York City, you know, having fun. But at the same time, when I met her, like, my life, my priorities, like, you know, change. And I started realizing that it was the right person for me. So we're definitely getting that territory. I don't know how soon, but at the same time, the fact that I'm spending time, the fact that, you know, I'm like changing my priorities.
You haven't felt this
because,
way about somebody in a very
no,
long time, you're saying, right?
No, I'm saying ever. That's the
Wow.
tricky part. That's the tricky part. And, you know, I've been in relationships. I dated some really great people. I can't stand any
wait, I mean,
words.
you potentially dated Madonna, if anything is to believe.
I
mean,
did,
like,
I told you that I did that. There was just a friendship.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, I know. But I met some great people, but the way that I feel about her and I felt in the past is completely different. And that's the tricky part. And I'm happy that I'm, you know, getting to this new chapter and this new mindset and new territory, as you said.
I love it too. And it, you know, like, it just seems like you're one of those people, I think, that the audience wants to win, you know, and I think that's like the best compliment, because a lot of people on reality TV and on Bravo, you're like, that's a villain, that's a hero, and then the next season they'll be a villain, you know, like, it switches. But you seem to have like rode this lane, and I was kind of wondering, just as somebody that likes to hear people's life advice and stuff, is there an overwhelming motto that you go through life, or what you've learned, or how you face a day, or like, what is your overwhelming way on how you look at life?
I try to look at it with positivity. Of course, a roller coaster, and, you know, I feel like the more I get older, the more you realize a roller coaster, because, you know, also, like, unfortunately, the people in your life, they changes. Also, like, I've seen it with, like, I'm Italian, so I love my family, like grandparents passing away and stuff. So you gotta, unfortunately, deal with that. But at the same time, I always try to keep positivity, and that's also why I love spending time with Lexi, because she brings me like positivity, and, you know, it's nice to have somebody that have each other's back and you can.
I got to talk to this Lexi girl. I want to see you and Lexi together on. I better see that on the Summer House, because I want to see how she is.
Of course, I hope.
Because the audience will tell you really quick. The audience will tell you really quick.
I know. You also got to see what they put on, because you never know. Because
I know.
For like 3 days, so you never know what is gonna be editing in, like, the way that it is. But at the same time, I think you got to be surrounded by the right people, and then also look at the life with positivity, and keep like looking forward, and try to improve from mistakes, and deal with stuff with happiness and positivity. That's what I always do. That's why I like to be happy and bring happiness to the friends that I'm with.
Last two questions. As a kid, what was your dream? Like, you know, was this in your dream category? What did you want to do as a kid? What was the dream?
No, I wanted to become a broadcaster. I wanted, you know, to become a journalist and do TV. I didn't mind to do TV, but I wanted to be like a journalist on TV, like a broadcaster. That's what I wanted to do until like 10 years ago. And then, you know, when I moved to the United States, I got scouted, everything's changed, and, you know, I'm still here. So that was my first intention.
What do you watch on television with Lexi? I mean, I don't assume you watch reality TV, but
no,
what do you guys watch?
Reality.
What do you guys watch?
We watch TV shows. We like mystery. We like, you know, mystery murders stuff. We like comedies as well, but action. We watch a lot of like that kind of stuff. And we are really into, especially I am, but she now is too, in really Rotten Tomato reviews, both audience and the critics.
Wait, so you guys go on Rotten Tomatoes and look?
Always, I know. I mean, at first she was like kind of like, you're weird, but then she embraced it, and she does it all the time as well. You know, Rotten Tomatoes is a must before you start watching something. I give credit to the audience ratings, but I give more credit to the critics. To the critics. Like, for example, I was really shocked. We just watched Babylon. which was a
Babylon,
movie.
the Hollywood, the big 3-hour movie. Yeah.
And I think you really have to have an open mind to watch that. I loved it. I think it was a great movie. The critics weren't as
I hear the last scene. I hear the last scene is insane. I've not seen it yet, but somebody said the last scene.
I think it was a masterpiece. I loved it.
Okay. Well, you heard it here
Once
first.
Upon a Time in Hollywood. I loved it. You gotta embrace the moment, the hair. There's so much going on. The clothing, everything is so good. I think it's such a great movie. 3 hours for worth it.
Finally, Lindsay and Carl, they're getting so much heat. They're obviously in their own, they're in their love bubble, but you talk to them off camera and all of that stuff. Do you think they have what it takes?
On Saturday. We're going to dinner Saturday. I love Carl.
Good. So you like them as a couple. I
love them as a couple because listen, let's keep the drama out of this because I don't even know too much of what really is going on. The drama, why there is so much.
Let me tell you. I'm joking.
No, but I know them as a couple, and I've seen from moment one till now. And I think, as I said multiple times, they got together the perfect time in their life. You know, during Car's sobriety, you know, Car getting sober.
Yeah.
You know, Lindsay doing a lot of like choices, which she reduced her drinking, and which let me tell you, Lindsay drinking less, one of the most is so pleasant, to be around. No, I mean it's true.
No, you're right. We've seen her when and I think this is interesting because when you do change your life in a positive way, sometimes that doesn't read on reality television as much as it does in your real life. I think they're doing strong. I think they're perfect for each other. They found them at the right time. They know each other really well because they've been friends for so many years. So I think it's a great match. And I'm really happy, and I can't wait to catch up. I'm so happy you guys are going out to eat. Okay, so yeah. Andrea, Denver, the show is Summer House, the clothing company, the tequila. I'm going to put all that information on the show notes, you guys. And the last piece of advice I have for you is that, listen, I know you're a good looking dude. We don't like to talk about it too much, but listen, what'll help you is don't come into the Summer House wearing a shirt and then only have one button buttoned at the end. That thing was not, I was counting the button. No, that's not a style. Look at my, and by the way, so for you, I got a shirt. This is my, yeah.
Wow, you're working out. I can't tell.
No, it was only $20 on Amazon. But anyway, like I was just cracking up because I'm like, dude, just wear like a big parka. Let's just wear a helmet and a parka, and then nobody worries about your looks.
It was the Italian night. I had to dress up and look as Italian as I could. So
dude,
I get all the time. I should bother myself a little bit more.
Dude, you are such a ray of light. I really appreciate you doing this again today. Everybody loves you, and just thank you. And I'm so happy to see you back on this show.
Thank you so much, Ryan. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for having me. I had another blast talking to you as we did in the past, and I hope to be chatting with you really soon again.
I got to get your tequila, and I got to get some of your clothing, and you guys do too. So we'll talk to you again. Okay?
Amazing. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, Ryan.